Hey everyone, and welcome to Palace Chat. I am your host, Gina Parker. I'm with my co-host, Ashley Jones,
Hello.
and we are going to talk about what we were watching, reading, consuming this week. What's up, Ashley?
I wish I could say something like new and cool. I just started watching The Neighborhood,
Oh,
um, which I just fell upon and I really, really like because I'm a diehard New Girl fan. So
yeah,
um
Dave and Calvin Johnsons, and
yes,
yeah,
yes. So it's very funny. And I actually just watched an episode where Tracy Morgan is a guest star, plays
yeah.
Calvin's brother. But yeah, it's really funny.
And I think he's getting a spin-off, Tracy Morgan,
That's cool. Did
here
not
in
know that.
present day, and it's a show still going, so you'll always have more content.
I know. Love that there was 6 seasons already. Like I like arriving to a show late, so I have lots to consume before I'm waiting on new episodes. So it was a good find.
I cut Ashley off a little bit. It's a show about a white family that moves into a predominantly black neighborhood and they're friends, and it's an old school sitcom. They get into shenanigans. It's a fun time.
It is. They tackle some real stuff though, like racism and like uh, police brutality and the difference, white privilege, um, and sort of there's some they tackle like views and sexism and stuff like that. So they do every now and then like to do a message. There was one about pregnancy loss
Hmm.
that I was a little too serious for my taste, but it was what I thought it was well done. And then I think they did one on violence, and then they had like a hotline promoted at the end too about like if you're in an unsafe situation, call this number or whatever, which I thought was cool too. So they do try to like tackle some more realistic issues, but it is very slapstick sitcom like shenanigans and like all these things that the white family is just over the top white, like embarrassing white, like all the stereotypes white. And then the African American family is just like they're just living their lives. They're just, normal people. So it's kind of silly that way, and that it's like flipped
Hmm.
where they do white stereotypes instead of black stereotypes, which I thought was good.
Yeah, it is a fun one.
My husband mocks the writing a lot because it is so like campy. It's very like, where do they go? Like, nobody talks like this.
Yeah, it's not one of the best shows of all time. It's never gonna be on one of those lists. It's a like a fun family sitcom, I think. I just watched the movie Summer School from the 1980s with Mark Harmon. Have you seen that one?
No.
It's okay. It's not the best movie either, but I did like really enjoy it for some reason. And it's basically like one of the teachers who's assigned to work summer school at a high school wins the lottery and is like, I'm out. And so you can't obviously compel someone to work summer school if they're a lottery winner. So they just take off. And so they have to grab another teacher last minute. And they grab someone who's not the best teacher. He's kind of like everyone's buddy. He starts to like, really get into teaching and helping these
Hmm.
kids. And again, like it's not the best movie. Some of it wouldn't hold up today, a little bit over the lines. But
Yeah.
like overall, with the 80s filter on, I'm like, oh, this is a pleasant movie about,
Nice.
summer school.
I it's interesting because we just had the 4th of July because my husband's really into holiday themed movies. His favorite 4th of July movie is Sandlot. So we watched The Sandlot on the 4th of July.
Nice.
And I think you watched another 4th of July movie.
Independence Day. and Captain America and National Treasure, all I think 4th of July movies. They're all
Very
Americana.
patriotic. Yeah. Very patriotic. My husband's parameters for a holiday movie is the holiday actually has to occur during the movie or it's not considered that holiday's movie.
I think that's fair.
He's very strict on that. So
I think that's about right. Does he have like a favorite Thanksgiving movie or
Thanksgiving's a little harder. Obviously, Christmas movies, there's a ton of them. We watched Nightmare Before Christmas at Christmas and at Halloween. We have a whole host of Halloween movies. I don't know about Thanksgiving. I have to think about that one. There's
Home,
probably some out there.
Home for the Holidays?
Home for the Holidays.
I watch that one every Thanksgiving.
I mean, technically, if you want a holiday movie, Deadpool has all of them.
I mean, yeah, there you go. All right. So now we're going to be talking about children around the month of April. We're beginning Erica Fest. So stuff that happened around March, April, like Chad sleeps with a sex worker, which is unrelated to anything. It's just like a kind of a dick thing to do in his parents' bed. Because he's a teenage boy. But he's like, "Oh, mom, I was just so unexperienced. I don't know what to do." He's not. For those at home, he was not
Right.
unexperienced.
Lies.
But then it turns to the murder of Kent Bogard.
She's a model and she gets in some shisty things with her model agent or something, right?
Yeah, and so she is dating him.
I cannot take it anymore.
Erica, what are you doing with that gun?
I don't want to face life anymore.
Let me see.
No, I want to die.
Someone don't talk like that.
I do.
Please, give me
I
that
have
gun.
to.
Give me that gun.
No,
Please.
no, I have to die. Let me go.
No, no, don't do
Let
that.
me go. Stop it.
Stop, Erica.
Kill myself. Can't.
Give it to me.
Stop.
Give it.
No.
Give it to me.
No way. Oh, Ken.
I love the fade out music there.
Her sister, Silver, the con artist, was like sleeping with her boyfriend, Kent, and then Erica finds out after Silver has been gaslighting her for months, like making her think she's going crazy, like hiding her belongings and making them reappear, all this kind of stuff. And so she's pushed to the brink. She runs up with a gun that she bought him as like a birthday present and is like, "I'm gonna kill myself." And he tries to get the gun from her. It goes off, he dies. This is like an interesting moment for the character because she's been around since the very beginning. Like since we first started talking about this show back in 1970, it's now 1983. She's been around the whole time and she's always been kind of a villain or comic relief. Like I wouldn't say full villain. She was always in the wrong side of the love triangle. Like Phil and Tara are like the soulmates and she was trying to get with Phil. Link and Kitty are the soulmates. She's trying to get with Link. She's always like getting in between Chuck and Donna, getting in between everybody. So she's always been this character that like you weren't necessarily supposed to root for. And I think this is the turning point now where after 13 years, she's getting gaslighted by a con artist. Her boyfriend's just died, and now she's on the run for his murder. And so, what happens next is basically Silver lies that Erica shot Kent on purpose. Like she came to the room to murder him. She shot him. Silver saw the whole thing, is what she's saying, to finish taking over Erica's life, essentially. And so Erica gets a lawyer, Steve, and he's like, we'll plead insanity. But Erica had been going to a psychiatrist because of the gaslighting when she thought she was going crazy. So they were like, I don't think she would actually kill herself. I don't think, she's that mentally unstable. And so they can't use the insanity plea in court. And so Erica gets panicked and she flees town. She tries to get on a bus or a train somewhere else, but her purse gets stolen. So
Oh no.
she goes to a boarding house and agrees to work as a maid with, like fake glasses she doesn't need and her hair up in a bandana and all that fun stuff to hide from the police. And so that's where we leave things this week.
Wow. It sort of reminds me of like the Clark Kent Superman just putting on glasses, taking off
Yeah.
like just wear a bandana, no one will know it's you.
Yeah. And also at this point in the story, she's supposed to be like one of the most famous models in the world, even though she's like 5 foot nothing. So it's like Tyra Banks going on the run type of storyline. But
Yeah, no one will notice, right? No one
no.
will notice that. No.
Anything else for you, Ashley Jones?
No. I actually like want to know more about this Erica character. I'm like very intrigued. What happens to her next?
Well, we'll show you some clips next week. Or we'll
All
see
right.
where we are. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you so much for recording with me. Don't forget, fans out there, that we have a live show Thursday of next week, July 11th, 7 p.m. West Coast time. We're doing All My Children trivia, covering what we've covered on the podcast so far. It's going to be fun. You could win a gift card. So join us. Come be a
Cool.
pal.
I'm be a
All
pal.
right. Well,
Well,
bye.
bye.
Thank you for listening. Our theme song is Wouldn't It Be Nice by Sound Mirage featuring Lady Rand. Please rate and review, download, subscribe, all the things. And you can email us at amcrewatch@gmail.com. Thanks. Talk to you next week.